everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Steelers going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's go down to Miami. Standing by, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to picturesque Miami, Florida. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They come out with one back and three tight ends. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jaycazzz. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run with Ajayi. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jaycazzz, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
Here's Tannehill, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquise Gray, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. And I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Play fake here on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Man open left side is Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste. Gives him fuel for the next season, though, because, remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, you know, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And Cameron has it over the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And they give this time to the tailback. And the cutback to the sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ajayi, 35 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Franks for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top again. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 63 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Throwing now. Roethlisberger on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Come the Dolphins now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he whips that one incomplete there. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl. Traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early.
It's home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beating on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, it's Tannehill. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On first and 10, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Here we go. 230. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, let it work.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On On second down, it's Bell. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. It's Jelani Jenkins that brings him down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Third down now following the run. Brown, the lone receiver, left. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Begin the drive with Ajayi. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 on that one. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Looking for the out route, it's completed to Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, it's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On first down, Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Jaycazzz, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Well, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball. There you go.
Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
So 2nd and 10 here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. 3rd down here.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with a J. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run for it with a J. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they're going to hold serve. The defense stops them. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score.
Jay's going to go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay, 51 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Jay's going to go. And he cuts it right into space. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Franks to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw again is Roethlisberger, surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception, picked off by Rashad Jones. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter